Each time he gets a little closer. Each time another detail falls into place. Now the trap works against the Herald of Darkness.
Yes, it does. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is RicketyGames. I'm Sydney, and today we are back with Alan Wake's American Nightmare. And we get to watch this house sink all over again. Anyways, we are back for the third and final installment of Alan Wake's American Nightmare. So I'm very interested to see what the ending of this game is. We're in the Groundhog Day situation, so we are back at the beginning of the game once again, but we have, as our lovely narrator has just stated, we are just a little bit closer, more details are just a little bit clearer, and we finally have the key to the trap, which is that we know how the trap works, and we are this much closer to getting out of it. So, let's just get right to it, because we know what we have to do. We gotta get a battery, we gotta destroy a tower, we gotta see a satellite go down. We gotta fuck up these characters' lives. There's no page here, so that's slightly different. But we got the flare gun. Oh, at least we start out with all our weapons. That's good. You think that playing it 3 nights in a row I would remember if we started with all our weapons or not? I did not. Any friends? The flashbangs are honestly my favorite. And we got our crossbow of light, which is badass. Oh. Is he headless? No. What's that, buddy?
King Hillbilly?
Bye, bitch. Ooh. Woo! Sir. Oh. Just like try to back up and reload. Okay, so he took, what, 2-3 bullets there? I'll take you that, thank you. Nice. Hopefully, this is the last time that we see this canyon, the beginning, so everybody say goodbye. Now let's get the fuck on with our lives. Holy crap, could you guys imagine being stuck in the same day over and over and over again? Having to do the same thing. I don't know, I feel like it would be kind of fun for a while, and then it would get really old. Which is pretty much how the movie goes, I believe. Can't carry anymore. Oh.
Right on cue, bubbling to the surface from untold depths, the horrors come.
The horror.
The emerging monsters do not expect the warm reception that has already been prepared for them.
Oh yeah, baby. What? She already did it? She already did it for us? I'm assuming Emma is the one that did it. For what? She did. Oh boy. Here we go, baby. That's fucking nice. Hell yeah, Emma for the win, man. The girl gets braver every time. She's like, I will not be murdered for a 3rd night in a row. Here we go. Music is slightly different this time. It's the same song, I believe. Different part. Are we get a shorter sequence? Even the game is like, get on with it. I love this non-copyrighted music. Don't you? And we sprint. Woo! Hello. Bye, bitch. Oh, I missed. Bye, bitch. I love how close that gets. Bye. Taken out. We're just going. You didn't have to collect anything. Look at all that shit. The work is done for us. And keep an eye out for manuscripts that might be burning a hole in the ground.
Next stop, saving Emma.
Shit. Emma's like, I collected all the things so you can save me faster. Jesus. I don't want to die. Is that a page? Oh, big boy. What's up, big boy? Let's see how many bullets you take. I'll count this time. Bam! Taken out. I see a page here on the mini map.
Getting the Andersons into the recording studio was a struggle and a half. But once they actually picked up the instruments, something happened.
Magic.
They were two old men, and they weren't. They were doddering bags of bone, and they were barely contained power. And there was music. Barry rubbed his hands together. He knew how to pick a winner. Now all they needed was some direction on how to make things a little more modern. Barry had never produced a thing in his life, but he knew what he liked. He knew Balance Slays the Demon was going to be a hit.
Say what you will about people like Barry, and Alan said this, I think, in the last episode as well. Like, if there are some people like Barry that just, they know talent when they see it, and they are very good at picking it out. Like, they can't really do things themselves, but they're very good at recognizing those who can. And that's a very specific talent. It's you know, agents of any kind really don't get the credit they deserve, because it's actually quite a lot of work to go back and forth and negotiate and stuff. I kudos to the agents that I work with in the biz of movies, because whoo boy. Ooh, sawed-off shotgun or fast gun? I like the power of the shotgun.
Is it bad that this time I just went, oh, he's gonna be right along to save my ass?
Nah, lady, I'm here, baby.
Not as long as I show up, I guess.
Actually, though. Sir, fucking rude. And I just, ow, excuse you. Fucking claws and shit. Get it, go back to Bioshock, man. Woo!
It's clear now.
Ma'am, open the doors. Thank you for collecting all of my things. You're a badass woman. She's gonna give me the keys. I mean, you could probably do this chapter really fast if you don't care to actually, like, find things. Like this manuscript page.
Emma wasn't sure exactly when the man arrived at the motel, but from what she could tell, the party started almost immediately. It was infectious, spreading from one room to another. He was mercurial, almost as if he was flickering through the scene, telling a joke here, throwing an insult there, oozing sex and violence and excitement.
Violence.
She had never seen someone like this before. He looked at her and smiled, and she felt her heart flutter a little. She knew he was the kind of man mothers warn their daughters about, but she told herself it didn't matter.
He's got the riz. Evil fucking riz, but riz nonetheless. Alright. Let's see what he's up to. Fucker.
So I've been thinking about Barry. I don't know what to do about him yet. I mean, I'm not going to keep him around, that's for sure. Al? Ugh, little parasite.
It's kind of spot on. The second
Your
one.
best friend. Really? That's the best you can do.
Yeah, he's awesome. Fuck off.
I actually kind of like the guy. He's a plucky little butterball. He plays the clown. That's a hard road to take. But I don't need him sticking his fat face in my business. Did you know he's been hanging out with the sheriff from that shitty little town? They keep in touch. Barry's about the only guy who insists that you're not dead.
Yeah.
How about that?
Sarah Breaker.
I might keep him alive for a while. Just to see him go to pieces when I fire his ass.
No.
Yeah.
Turn it off.
Yeah.
Ugh. Do what you want to Alice, but don't fuck up Barry. Ugh. My priorities should probably be switched, but I like Barry more. Man is so sinister. I see a page. It sparkles in the night. God, he's just mean. He's so good though, like in the best evil way. Like, damn, is he sinister? You know what I mean? Like, what a villain. Like, a true villain. He's got a little swirly wine cup, and he's like, yeah. Ugh.
I have seen the darkness twist flesh into new shapes before, but encountering these giants is an extremely disturbing experience. It's as if the genre has been switched on me. There's something out of Pulp Fiction. Twice as tall as normal men and stronger than forklifts, their lumbering gait and slow-witted demeanor brings to mind some kind of mean-spirited caricature of a feeble-minded hillbilly.
Whoa, that's the ending sentence there. That's a noun. At least they die in 3 arrow shots, though, Alan. It's kind of magic. I'm hoping those are your writer powers, just, you know, sprinkled in there. We're getting fairly close with the pages. Got 17 of 21. It's pretty good. Oh, yes, the radio.
Well, art lovers, are you feeling neglected?
Yes.
You shouldn't. You know Eddie Rodman's got love for you, which is why I actually hauled myself out of bed before noon, just so I could record an interview for your pleasure. Enjoy. Now, as I'm sure you all know, the annual Night Springs Visual Art Show is coming around again, and that's a big deal for all of us that are in the culture business. If you can call it a business. That's a little controversial, I know.
Oh, that's okay. Money makes the world go around, no doubt about it.
And that's one of my guests here at the studio, Serena Valdivia. She's a curator at the Night Springs Gallery of Visual Arts, and she's in charge of the NSVA Film Festival, held this year at the old Night Springs Drive-In Theater.
When she's not
Hello,
covered
Eddie.
in darkness.
It's great to be here. And let me just say that it's a wonderful venue.
Absolutely. And with her is one of the filmmakers, somebody who's actually primarily known as a renowned photographer, Alice Wake.
Hello.
Alice, I've seen a lot of your work over the years. It's very impressive. My wife's a big fan, actually.
Oh, thank you.
You've gained quite a bit of fame as a photographer, but that's not why you're here, right? You actually have a film. That's a little surprising.
For me, too. I really wouldn't be here at all if it weren't for Serena.
You two are friends, I take it?
Yeah, we move in the same circles. So, about a year ago, I heard about all this footage she'd shot, and I got to see some of it, and then I started pestering her about actually putting it out there, because it was really good. I didn't really want to show it. It felt too personal.
Well, yes, I can understand that. It features your husband, and he's, well...
He's dead.
I thought he was missing.
It's been 2 years. This sounds awful, but yes, I believe he's dead. Otherwise he would have, well, you know.
Yeah, I understand. Well, hold that thought, and we'll be right back.
He's like, that got really dark. Let's hold that on the air for like a second. Oh, we got to hear from Alice for a second, and Serena not fucked up with darkness, literally and figuratively. Ooh, that's so interesting. It's very trippy that in this game, we're living the reality of Night Springs, but we also know that it's a fabricated reality. Yet all the people that we know are living in it and living on their lives without Alan. So we know that like the lives that they're living, regardless of Night Springs, is like happening in real life. And we are like experiencing it, I guess, vicariously through the radio. And it's very interesting because it feels like it feels like it shouldn't fit together. It like our fabricated trap darkness reality of Night Springs shouldn't be mixed with the real life reality that Alan is kind of missing from, and yet it is. But we also know that Night Springs is, while fabricated, pulled out and like made real in Arizona because of the power of the it's so trippy. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. All right, let's shut up and get to the story.
Yeah, thanks for saving me again. I'd hate to die before I'm scheduled to be murdered.
I guess I have you to thank for setting everything up at the oil derrick.
Yeah, well, I figured that if we were going to go over this again, we might as well try to be smart about it, huh?
Love you, girl. You're the best one in this game.
You took a big chance doing that. You okay?
What do you think? I've died twice. I remember everything pretty clearly now. You said I was gonna be okay.
Sorry.
I don't know what happened.
Oh, it's not your fault. I think one of those, what did you call them? The takers? I think they did something to the power and they got me that way.
I'm sorry.
But I got the keys from the dead guy in that room. And I'm not handing them over until you do something about this. I'm sick of getting killed.
Honestly.
Fair enough.
That's fair enough. I love that. At least he's like, yeah, I mean, I get it. I wouldn't want you to die a third time.
You seem calmer now.
I tried freaking out. It didn't do much good for me. I guess you get used to the craziest stuff.
Good for you.
Guess I figured I'd take the edge off, you know?
Mm-hmm. Those herbal supplements are pretty good, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Herbal supplements. Back when you couldn't admit what it is. I love it.
I wanted to try to explain things to you now since you're calmer, but maybe this isn't the best time after all.
Oh, shit, yeah. Better not get all metaphysical on me now. Seriously, I'm like 2 sentences away from thinking how we could all be like atoms on God's skin or something.
Or figments of somebody's imagination?
Wow. I'm just gonna try to chill out and not think about that or getting murdered or anything, if you're cool with that.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Yeah, we're gonna do save Emma by securing the fuse box. Oh. When she said something about the power, I thought she meant like literal power, like power of magic in the world. Okay, I'll go do that. Where's the fuse box? Over here? Ooh. I'll take that. So, aha, okay. Over here. Okay, but should we explore a little bit in the areas that we do know to see if there's any secret pages? Because we're definitely not going to be able to come back here after the, well, my guess is that hopefully we don't come back here after this, I guess. Because we don't want to, well, hopefully we undo the trap, right? If we come back here after this, I'll be like, okay, Alan Wake 2 guys, we know where we're at. We're in Night Springs, so we start out in the desert. Things get fucked real fast. Oh, we can't. Okay. Check out little dinosaur oil rigs. When I was a kid, I called these dinosaurs because they kind of looked like dinosaurs from a distance. I'm trying to look for pages. Oh, it's getting fucked up. Whoa, hello, howdy. Whoops. Interesting. They trapped me in a sandstorm. I guess I went out a little too far. Dokie. I'm just trying to find pages. I guess there is none. Interesting. Maybe the rest of the pages are in the motel rooms? But we did explore a lot of them, although they do reappear in new places. So maybe the ones that we got, maybe the ones that we missed before are just missed now. Goodness. Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. Wow. Oh. Bye. Bye. Oh, are you still around? Oh, you're still around too. Ow. Ow. Fuck. Rude. Woo! Ah, excuse me. I can only shoot at the and dodge. One at a time, please. Bye. Fucking rude. Let's hope we're sure about this fuse box thing. So what do we do? Just put a giant ass flashlight on it? Oh, no, just turn it on. Okay. Why wasn't it on before? I feel like going around the corner to this fuse box is less dangerous than going up there to find all the items and then fuck shit up there. Honestly, it would have been hilarious if she triggered the satellite. We just walk in, everything's on fire. But I suppose We need something to do. I should heal. Got my ass munched. Alright. Oh, hang on. 1 second. Let's go to the diner real quick, because we didn't go back after the... We didn't go back the second time, because she already had the motel keys. So just in case, let's check out the diner to see if there's any pages. Nope, there was absolutely nothing. There was no need to go over there at all. Just a scenic view of a locked diner. So we're back here. Alright, Emma, hopefully we don't kill you a third time in a row. You want to come with us? I think you should just come with us.
Okay. I really don't think they can get to the power now.
Thank you. That's a relief. Here's the keys that you needed.
Thank you.
Hey, I have to tell you, at the diner, I went there with him. The guy who looks like you, okay? I know I said that I didn't.
Yeah, I figured.
It kind of feels like no exit. Because in that, they all try to skirt around the bad things they did because they're in hell and they're trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Pun intended. And the long and short of it is that kind of like a lot of philosophical kind of pieces that try to talk about guilt and admittance and things like that, things don't wrap up or tend to wrap up for you literally in a story or figuratively in your mind unless you actually admit all of the details and like exactly what you did and exactly what happened. And it kind of feels like that with these characters. Like Emma, each time she's like, I didn't go to the party and I didn't talk to the guy and I have no idea what about the the diner or anything like that. And then in the second one she's like, well, I did go to that party but I didn't go to the diner. So it's kind of interesting, and now she's admitting the diner. So it's kind of interesting that maybe, don't know why, but part of her salvation comes from her admitting the whole truth that she was attracted to and got along with a guy like Mr. Scratch. Let's find out.
Want to talk about what happened at the diner?
There was this guy from the observatory, and he just attacked the poor dude, smashed his face into the tabletop a bunch of times. It was horrible. I didn't know that he was gonna do that. I swear. And I just ran. I just left him there. I didn't even try to help.
There was nothing you could have done. It's not your fault.
Well, he's dead in that motel room now, so excuse me if I feel pretty shitty about it anyway.
Don't blame yourself. Survivors, I mean, literally, there's nothing you can do against a guy like Mr. Scratch. If he's gonna take down a dude, maybe his size, and smash his face into a tabletop, there's nothing you could have done, girl.
You shouldn't blame yourself.
I just didn't want to get involved. I have this tendency to just drop everything and run. I don't think I'm a bad person, but I didn't even call the cops. I'm such a coward.
If you'd called the cops, we'd have dead cops. He's not human. Do you understand? It's not your fault.
But I could have tried to stop him.
Believe me, if you had, you'd be dead. You seem to be doing a little better now.
Yeah, I guess it just got easier once I got this thing off my chest. I just feel so guilty about it, especially because I didn't pick up on any of the warning signs. I just really liked hanging out with him, you know?
Boom.
He was smart and charming and funny and hot. The way you could be, I guess.
I guess.
What's the deal with this guy anyway? He looks like you, he uses your name. Why does he do this stuff?
I'm not sure myself. Maybe he's just evil or my dark half. He does a lot of the stuff I'm trying really hard to get away from. Things that just messed up my life.
I guess all those murders don't help either.
Yeah, I could do without the murders and the end of the world. Listen, I need to get going.
Yeah, go. I think I'm good now. I hope.
Fingers
Good luck.
crossed.
If it all goes well, maybe this is the last time we meet like this.
God, wouldn't that be great?
Just keep those lights on, okay?
You just go back to work, man. Just fuck off. Boom. Well, there it is. Gotta explore the motel rooms now. Yippee. So I think that was exactly it. I think it's part of it. I mean, the survivor's remorse that she has, that's just normal and feeling like you should have done something, especially when you realize that there are people that didn't make it out the way that you did. But I think that the real admittance comes from her admitting that she likes someone like Mr. Scratch not really realizing what he was capable of and like who he actually is, right? She doesn't like a murderer. She doesn't like somebody who's evil or bad, but the fact that she thought she liked him because she thought she knew who he was, right? That's the scary part. That someone like Mr. Scratch could be charming and sweet, and they often are, right? And the fact that you would even fall for somebody in any sense, be their friend, be, you know, attracted to them romantically or otherwise, right? That is a scary thought to a lot of people, that you could fall for someone as evil and as devious as Mr. Scratch, but they do it by design. People like that, they do it by design, and they know it, and they take pride in the fact that you would fall for them. So that's the room we know we need to go in. Where's the third one? I mean, I know that one's, it's not going to trigger because we need to go to all the other ones too, but I like to make sure that we get all the secrets now that we know it's the final time. Flashbang! There's nothing. Oh, I thought that was a. There's really no other doors here to go in. Okie dokie. I did one more sweep around the place and I don't see nothing, so on we go. So it must be that the pages that we're missing now are it. Like, that's the last and final thing, because we found all that we needed to find in this, I think, and I think we were pretty close to the last one as well. So the pages that I missed, I think I missed in the first round, which makes sense because I didn't find anything, because that came right here. We got the keys and we went outie.
The fate of countless individuals hangs in the balance, threatened by the machinations of the Herald of Darkness. And yet, for a moment, the Champion of Light breathes a little easier. He has saved one life. For this moment, it is enough. And soon, perhaps, he can put an end to this.
Aw. We save the little things. Savor the little things, you know? We got one triumph. Nothing happens to our doctor, but we do get maybe the whole code this time. The whole signal being read out in the stars
Returning to the
above.
observatory for what he hopes is the final time, the man feels anticipation and dread in equal measure. Soon, he knows he will have what he needs.
The last piece of the puzzle. He's like, I'm so done with this shit. I've driven up this mountain twice.
Hello, I was expecting you. I've already taken care of the imaging array, but you should still look into securing the primary coolant flow. With some luck, you may be able to light the area before these things even show up.
I love these fucking people, man. They're just like, you know what? Let's get shit done. Let's be good. Hell to the fucking yes, baby. Sup, fuckers? I'm here. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, man. Where are they? Is there a dude around? Yeah, that's what I thought. Sup, fuckers? Oh, that could have been cool. It's hard to run and aim, fucker. I wish you could get to him at the same time, but you can't. Oh, well that sucks. Are you kidding? Alright, let's do it the fun way. Bye. Bye. Get sick of missing, sir. Classic Alan Wake. What's up, bitch? Bye. Oh, they opened the gates. How kind. Any friends around? Oh, hello. Yes. There are. How's it going? Bye, bitch. Taken out. Literally and figuratively. We're taking the taken out. Alright, I got the little cachet. We can go fix it. Is there anything special around? Nope, just pipes. Okay. Yoink!
Very good. I believe we're ready to look into the sky.
Yeah, baby!
Right there, Doctor.
Breaking my shit again. Poor Stanley's van. I hope they have insurance. Oh. I love that everybody got smarter. Like, that's actually really fucking cool. You know what I mean? Got it. That happened last time too. I'll just go around that. Yep. Thank you. Should I go around? Oh yeah, I can't that way because the van blocks it. Rude. But I suppose that tells me I don't have to explore there, maybe? Oh shit! Not like this! Oh, hello! Bye, bitch! Oh! Fucking! Whoa, wait, hey, whoa, hey! Bitch. What? I swear. This aiming system with the crossbow. One more. Yeah, baby. Woo! Taken out. Taken out! Alright, let's go restock a little bit. Oh, there's a page. Page? Yeah, page. Yeah, page. 13 of 16.
This act of creation is exhilarating and frightening. Subtext and symbols loom eager to take effect. Causality and consequence become domino chains that stretch into infinity. The more fundamental the change, the more unpredictable the variables become. Reality is too complex to control completely. Ordinary questions become meaningless. Who created who? What is really real? Everything is as real as everything else. You learn to let go of the things you can't control and go with the flow, or go insane.
That is really interesting, just to spin off that, especially the ordinary questions part, become meaningless. Who created who? Because that was something that I was debating about, and it ultimately doesn't matter, right? Because the reality becomes the new reality as we rewrite it. But in, I believe it's the writer, Alan talks about when he's about to lose Zane, he's like, you know, you're important, and Zane's saying you no longer need me, Thomas Zane. And when he says, like, you no longer need me, it's kind of interesting because they have this little moment where he's like, oh, well, you wrote me basically to safeguard the clicker for you. And Alan's like, but you wrote, you know, that this happened and this and all of that jazz. And he's like, well, you still don't need me regardless. And what's interesting about that is, like, Alan technically is only in existence, I believe, because Thomas wrote him into existence. So, like, Alan himself is a fictional character, but because reality has been reshaped into the world and Alex himself, or Alan himself is real. Oh, fuck. Oh, he's the little splitty guy. Yeah, that's right. What's up, bro? I love that he gets smaller each time, too. Trying to like pay attention and run and talk and shit. But Alan is technically a story within a story. And the reason I said Alex is because I was also thinking, like, what if Alex Casey in his world is also real? And like that's something they could always do, is like we could play as Alex Casey, which I kind of wonder because Alex Casey's kind of modeled maybe a little similarly for any friends. Maybe similarly to the Remedy's, one of Remedy's earlier games series, Max Payne. Just thoughts, just thinking. All right, let's check one last sweep around for pages. I think I already see something sparkly. We don't have enough sadness. 13 to 16. So we're missing 3 here. Oh, I thought that was something shiny. Is it worth going to the spidery car park? Alright, I'm gonna go check. And hopefully it's not a waste of time. But you guys will find out. Oh, no, you guys. Ha, look at that.
The man before Dr. Meadows was handsome and slick. He moved with lazy confidence and didn't bother to pretend that he wasn't staring at her. She didn't mind, at first. Then the man flicked open the knife and shoved her out of the control room so she wouldn't hear the signal, whatever it was. Outside, she pulled her lab coat closed and thought about running. She didn't. She didn't think she'd get very far. Not from him. She never was entirely sure why he spared her.
That's frightening. It's just straight up evil. But I suppose that there's not really a lot of games to play when you're after something like the signal. So we've got a little cachet here. Tiny cache. And then... Nope, nothing else. Okie dokie. On we go to the observatory. And here we are. Although I have no health. Should I try and find a healing spot? They kind of killed them all, though. Oh yeah, there's this part. Is there a page over here, though? We're checking it out! Oh yeah, this little room.
Thanks for tuning in for the second part of our interview with Serena Valdivia and award-winning photographer Alice Wake. Now, Alice, we were talking about your husband, Alan Wake. Is that a sore subject for you?
Well, a little bit. Of course it is. The way I see it, we had our good times and our bad times, and on the whole, we had a lot of good times. He really made me happy. I don't mind being reminded of him.
So you're over him?
I don't know if I'll ever be that.
What a poor way to put
entirely. I still think about him every day. Literally. I still find myself hoping for... Well, sometimes I think I see him just standing somewhere, watching me. I think most people who lose someone they love experience things like that. But on the whole, I'm doing all right. 2 years is a long time to adjust, and I'm not really the type to wallow in the negative.
Well, I know there are a lot of stories about Alan. He seemed to have...
What the fuck? What the shit? What the fuck? Oh my god! I had no health. Fucking rude. I'm all the way back here. Aw, man. okay. That sucks. Okay, I'll see you guys in a second. Whoa! Well, that's rude. I guess they don't want me to go that way. But there's... Rude. There's a page here, though, that we didn't find before. Shit's exploding. Pardon me.
After my disappearance, they thought I was dead. I might as well have been. I know it's been 2 years. I know Alice has moved on. I've tried to find a way back to her, back to my life, but escaping the dark place is almost impossible. Time does strange things here, but dreams and radio signals can pierce the veil between the worlds. I catch glimpses and echoes of the world. Sometimes I send messages out. I can only pray that they hear them.
Dreams is an interesting thing. We know about the radio things because we can hear the radio. But the dreams is interesting. I wonder if that's like maybe they can... I don't know. I wonder how that would work. Like, would he be able to see or visit her in dreams? Or vice versa, maybe. Maybe things that she dreams ends up here? I don't know. They really want me to go up this way, though. Oh my god, we can open it! Ooh. I don't want to get rid of my Whoa. I don't know if I really want to get rid of the crossbow, though. It's too valuable. I think some guys will come by. Let's test it out. What's up, fucker? Ow. Oh my god, why? I haven't died in this game at all. And I have now died twice. Alright. Yeah, see, that's cool, but the ability for the crossbow to one-hit kill, regardless of the flashlight, that's far more valuable than the combat shotgun. Although it's really cool. Like, I wish the combat shotgun could be the other gun, but it's a big boy, so no can do. I haven't taken any damage yet. What? Bye, bitch. Nice. Still haven't taken any damage yet. I'm sick of dying. Just like Emma. We made up for the past 2 episodes. That's what that's what I'm gonna say. Alright, let's go get that radio broadcast. Okie dokie, we're back to the radio. I did think I heard something in the background. Like, I thought it was kind of weird. You hear more like crowd noise. But at the same time, I was like, maybe it's just the radio. Whoops.
Thanks for tuning in for the second interview with Serena Valdivia and award-winning photographer Alice
Well, sometimes I think...
And we're back where we were.
Watching me. I think most people who lose someone they love experience things like that. But on the whole, I'm doing all right. 2 years is a long time to adjust, and I'm not really the type to wallow in the negative.
Well, I know there are a lot of stories about Alan. He seemed to have something of a wild streak.
That's not really what our show is about, though. Look, all that stuff really gets blown out of proportion. He had his problems, but it's really frustrating for me because people like to talk. They love to tell these crazy stories, and they never really knew him at all.
Well, the character he created, Alex Casey, is a household name. The books still continue to sell. There's been talk of a TV series, a movie, a video game. Must be nice to know that his work is still being appreciated.
Trying to hear the radio.
And we'll be right back.
Damn it. I mean, he basically just said, y'all are fucking up my radio. We saw the very faint letters at the bottom. Basically, she said, like, let's get back to talking about the film. And he's like, that's right. She's like, I don't know much about the business because it's Barry Wheeler's. And he's like, I just interviewed him. And she's like, great, let's get back to the show. And then they ended it. What the fuck are you guys? Evil. I'm just trying to hang out here, mind my own business, and listening to other people's business. Okay, we did it. All of that for the radio. Alright, let's actually go to the observatory this time. Enough dawdling. Okay, we back, and we actually are gonna walk in the doors. And I just still didn't lose any health, so we're not gonna die anymore. Hello. I'm exhausted. Poor Alan, he's like, ugh. Oh.
This is what you look like. Does that bother you? I bet it does. I'm not just wearing your face, you know. It goes a lot deeper than that. There's a lot of you and me. All the best parts. At first, I was just an idea. But they kept telling all those stories about you. You already had that rep. And then you disappeared mysteriously. And then, the stories about bad, crazy Alan Wake came true. And here I am. That's the best part, isn't it? When that happens, you can always count on Cauldron Lake. I'm just as real as you are. And I'm the improved version. No fears, no doubt, no weaknesses, no self-deception here. I don't let anything drag me down.
Not even murder.
I know you like I know myself. I know it bothers you that I'm like this. That I use your name, crawl my way into your life. But I only do it because I'm better at being you than you ever were.
Intentionality. Even Alan's like, I don't want to see this shit. It's very interesting that he's like, I'm a better you because I'm unhinged. And you're like, oh, okay. The only good thing, though, is that he's doing all of this in, like, secret. Kind of. Like, no one really knows that it's Alan Wake yet because everybody still thinks that Alan's actually dead or missing. So, uh-oh. Big fight. Yeah, big fight.
We need to protect the telescope or we can't complete the mission.
What the hell? This better be old God's music. Ooh, baby. This better be old God's music. Fucking rock, baby. Woo! Yeah, baby. Here, bitch. Woo! Damn! This went from hard rock, baby. Any friends? Oh, hello. Whoops. Woo! Woo! Bye, bitch. Got some crazy guitar solos happening right now. Yeah, rock and roll.
I wish these things would stop violating the laws of physics in my observatory. That's just rude.
The
Are you
laws of
all right?
physics.
I'll live.
We'll
I'm
live.
glad. I'll send the lift down to you.
Thank
I
you.
remember our previous encounters very clearly now. But technically, if this really is a loop in time, we've never met before.
True. That's a
I
paradox.
don't know why our awareness persists, but it's bloody fascinating.
That's very true. I didn't catch that last time because they kind of vaguely remember this happening before in the last time that we looped. And while we're looping in place, it's not necessarily the exact same time because otherwise things would happen exactly the same as before, and clearly that's not happening, so. Bit of a paradox there. It's a time loop paradox. Send me up. Miss Ma'am, I'm very curious what to know what the signal is. Hello, Doc.
Doctor?
You know, I know physicists who would give 15 years of their lives for a chance to experience something like this.
I'd imagine that being stalked by horrible axe murderers would curb their enthusiasm a little.
Clearly you've never met hardcore physicists.
True, actually.
I'm glad you're in such good spirits,
The
but
signal! Yes, it's completed.
finally,
Yeah.
if all goes well, this should be the last time we go through the loop.
You know, I just realized that I don't have any memory of what happens after you leave. What does that mean?
I don't think it means anything. If everything goes well, you just keep going. I don't show up here like this again, no more bad guys. Things go back to normal.
But is she
Let's
real?
hope you're right. I'd love the opportunity to look into this in more detail.
Looks like you've accepted the situation.
I'm a pragmatist. If this is a delusion, at least my first psychotic episode is anything but boring. Really, Mr. Wake, at the end of the day, I'm a scientist. I love mysteries. I love not knowing. Whatever else this might be, it's absolutely fascinating. I wonder how far this reaches. Is everybody in the world experiencing this?
Who knows? I think reality's probably pretty fragile right now.
Especially after being changed like 15 times.
Doctor, I can see you're very enthusiastic about this. I'd appreciate a bit of discretion.
Are you suggesting that we should suppress this?
No, you can do what you like, but I want you to leave me out of it.
But surely, with the things you know, the things you've experienced, you can replicate any of these results. We could—
Let me be blunt. If you drag me into this, I'll deny everything. I'll lie like my life depended on it. And writers are damn good liars. Word of advice. This is things man was not meant to know territory. You get into this, chances are you'll open up a door into a world of hurt. Believe me, I know.
Whoa.
I see.
Yeah, I would just turn my back on him too. He's like, literally, I will lie. Don't fucking do it. Like, bro. There was a little bit of Mr. Scratch in there. Okay, there's nothing else to do, so we pick up the fragment.
In a strange way, he feels at ease. He is armed with his own words, and when the time comes, they will be enough or they will not. For now, he's content to let the currents take him toward the final confrontation.
In the drive-in. The theater. Where it all comes down to this. Let's read that page too. Find out. Here we are.
Once more, we return to the drive-in. If he's aware of the absurdity of arming oneself with a few sentences and standing against a power that can pierce time itself, he doesn't show it.
Ooh, we drove all the way down.
The man has his share of weaknesses, perhaps more, but cowardice is not among them.
Damn right it's not. I'm a chicken, but he's not a chicken. So on we go. That's cool that we drove all the way down here. That saves the walk, man. That's nice. Are there any pages down yonder? I feel like there would be, but maybe not. Alan's like, I'm sick of this shit. I don't even want to bother with Serena all possessed and horny as fuck. He's like, no, thank you. Not pushing that with a 10-foot pole.
Oh, you got yourself a little plan, do you?
Yes, I do. And you're not in it. Bye, bitch. Bye. Yeah, I had a feeling. Bye, bitch. Yeah. I was just gonna say, before we were so rudely interrupted, I wonder how evil Mr. Scratch is gonna be, because he's down here, and he must know that we know something, but obviously not the whole thing. But I wonder that he is gonna be a little bit more aggressive, would be my guess. Anything in here? I don't think so, because this is just kind of more maze. We found stuff last time, but there really wasn't anything. And I see nothing on our mini-map. So we're just getting the cardio in. And this is the front. Those are just things. Checkpoint. Heal up. Go around. Let's get this party started. No pages. Nothing fancy. Oh, we got some fancy friends. Woo hoo hoo! Hey, fucker! Get away from me. I got enough flares to kill all of you with each a flare. A bunch of you guys. Sir. Bye! There's so many, because they go turn a little bunch of little guys. Yeah, I definitely could see how that could get bad if you let them all gang up on you. But we have so much shit, it's ridiculous. I should actually use it more than just the crossbow. I didn't even take any damage, so yeehaw, checkpoint reached. Okay, I don't see any pages, to be honest. Oh, well, goodbye. Also, speaking of pages...
I'd found her film from the pile of containers in the back. I'd threaded it into the projector. I swallowed hard, staring at the screen, hearing her voice. The sunrise I remembered so well only moments away. And then Mr. was there. Nailed by the projector's beam, caught in his own trap. He shouted at me, first in confusion, then rage. And then the sun came up and things started to burn.
Burn, baby. So her film must be Alice's film, and that must be why it's so significant the film fest is happening. And not only that the film fest was happening, but Mrs. Wake, her film is in it. I love it coming together. Alright, bitches, what's up? Anything? I don't see any pages. I think we really missed a lot from the beginning, but it's okay. We're getting the gist. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't see any pages. Not in this area anyway. Just items. Flashbang. So what does it say? One on the end is green. Whoop. Boom. Let's get electrified, baby. It's the finale, fuckers, and I'm here to kill all y'all. Any friends? Any spiders? I feel like the layout is slightly different, but I could be wrong. I feel like that wasn't there before. Whoa. What's up, friends? Yeah, I thought so. A lot of you. Bye, bitch. That was very smooth. All right. Hell to the yeah. Now we gotta do the long trek up. But hopefully... we already explored, so there's no need to worry about missing nada. So poor Serena, we're just like, fuck it. We don't need to see her. Why bother? She's just invasive. What the heck? Is that Mr. Scratch?
You're never getting out of this, Wake. Never! Don't worry. I'll take care of your wife and your life.
Life. You really like that. What the fuck? These guys are... Take that, bitches. Told you I'm a Psycho is the song. I think we can keep that one. I'm not sure. You guys will know by now. That was hilarious. Mr. Scratch. He's sending all the things at me. Not enough, bitch. Not enough. Is there anything over here? Before we wander away into the desert projection booth, never to be seen in Night Springs again. Nope, doesn't look like it. On we go. Projector's running. We got a battle royale to get to. Whoa there. Maybe I should move.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll send you right back to the beginning.
Sure. You do that. Oh, that's not the crossbow. Bye. Bye. He's so angry, Mr. Scratch. Woo! Hello. Bit better. I see a page. Yeah, baby. I thought there was one on the desert rocks somewhere. So we got one on the rocks before.
When the dark man's eyes suddenly locked into Serena's, she flushed hot. They ignited a black fire in her. He was talking. He wanted the power turned off. He said something about the projector booth. She hooked a finger under his belt buckle. He grabbed a hold of her throat and twisted until it hurt. Somewhere deep inside, a part of her screamed in paralyzed horror, but the moan that escaped from her throat had no panic in it. "Pay attention," he said. "Business first." His eyes glittered shamelessly. Hers did too.
Serena's got some kinks. Man, she got like the most fucked up by Mr. Scratch. Sounds like literally and figuratively. It's probably very bad, though. Oh,
What?
boy!
You think whatever it is you're gonna do is gonna make a difference?
Yes.
This'll end up just like before!
Well, I'm willing to take that bet. There's a page in here.
There's more to fighting the Taken than just burning away the darkness that protects them. When I'm fighting for my life, I find myself slipping into a state of intense concentration that makes the beam of my flashlight seem more powerful and focused. I used to think it was just my imagination, something brought on by the adrenaline and fear of death, but now I'm not so sure. I've been touched by powers that I can't begin to truly comprehend, and they've left a mark. I'm starting to think this might be a part of it.
I'm Superman. Now, I'm hesitant to turn on this TV because they're gonna come for me. Yep. Don't think you can fuck off long enough for me to watch TV? I think they're gonna come for me. They're probably gonna come for me.
I've been around for a while now, you know? Well, you've been indisposed, stuck in the darkness. I've been busy. I operate in the shadows. Not always literally, you understand? I'm a little more resilient than those I've taken. But I do my best work in the dark. And there's so much darkness out there. It goes deep. And the things that live in it are fast, big bastards. They don't mind getting a little bit of elbow room. All that chaos and madness, it doesn't really do that much down there. It's like pouring a glass of water into the ocean, right? But up here, yeah, you can really make an impact. All they need is someone to bring them all the way through. But first, I had to take care of you. You party pooper.
Hey. It's the meanest thing you've said.
You're stuck in an eternal cycle now. The sun's never coming up for you. Everything else? Do my thing. Getting a bit of quality time with Alice. That's a little something for me. And I deserve it.
That's from Sounds of the Lambs, that little breathy, weird bugging. He's copying Mr. Hannibal Lecter. Alright, bitches, I'm back. I watched my TV. The things on the telly are shit, just so you know. Is that something? Oh, hello. Fuck. Bye, bitch. Woo. I'm trying to find pages. 'Cause I don't know what happens if we end the battle instantly. I mean, my guess is that we'll get a chance to do the projector thing and watch Alice's film and stuff, but, you know, just trying to check around while we can. What are you guys doing over here? Are you just hanging out? Just chilling? Like villains? Y'all disappeared. They walked off into nowhere. Bye, bitch! Oh, hey! How's it going? Oh, fuck. Bye! Bye, bitch. Ah, fuck. Bye. Anybody behind me? No? Good. Taken out. The good thing with those things is that, oh. Ooh, I missed. Got him. Oh, that took the pillars out too. Ooh, that was worth it. Damn. Alright, the other one's over. Oh, there's more of them. Nice. Woo. Goodbye. Just got him. Bam. Sure. Boom. And my retinas are burned out from that one. Yeah, baby. It's so quiet now. Ugh. Not a fan of this silence. Alrighty. This crossbow is so powerful. I hope we get something like it with Alan Wake 2 because this thing is literally super awesome. Do you think we should go say hi to Serena? I feel like we should probably do that. I don't really want to. But we should probably go get some souvenirs and then go to her because we didn't actually go to her last time. And once I enter the projection booth, we know now that we can't go back. And there's usually one here, but last time there wasn't. So it looks like it's the same this time. Okie dokie. No? Really? Fine. Kick it. Closed. Okay. Is it still dark over here? Oh, there's a page. Whoa, where? Whoa. Oh, did she set this up here to not get killed? Not get taken advantage of in the dark? I hope he didn't do anything bad to her.
I held the film canister in my hands. I saw her name written across it in big letters, followed by the title. It was a time capsule, moments snatched from times gone by, from a past that I hoped could also be our future. It was my salvation, our chance to be together. A tin can with a bit of magic in it that she didn't even know about, something I could put to good use. There were only moments left before I had to face him.
Oh boy. It's a cool moment. I love how much they admire each other. Alan and Alice. Like, they very much, you can tell they respect each other a lot. She's darkness still?
The clothes I wear now I shaped from dreams and memories. It's an old outfit, originally from the 90s. The last time I wore it was when I was still writing and Alice and I took a vacation in the desert before our troubles began. The night before, we'd been at a party, and I had dressed to the nines. On that lazy day, I put on these old clothes, worn and comfortable. Alice made a joke about grunge. I felt a little embarrassed, but I stuck with them. We were very happy. I'm sheathed in good memories to remind myself of what is at stake.
Aw, that's That's a cool thing to know. I wouldn't call it grunge since it's like white flannel, but and like blue jeans. But you do you, Alan. I like that idea though that he's like cloaked himself in good things, good memories to keep himself out of the dark place. I think it's actually a really sweet sentiment, and it kind of adds to the complexity of it. So this bitch is still covered in darkness? I thought we turned on the lights. I regret my choices. Ma'am? Oh, we have to switch the lights, that's right. Oh. Flip!
Oh. Hey.
What's up?
I'm hoping I can put an end to this now.
I didn't see you last
Better.
time.
I really don't want that to happen to me again. It's like somebody vomited in my brain, like a sleazy movie that keeps looping in my head.
I'll stop this, I swear.
You know the part that's really screwed up? If you mess it up, it'll just keep happening forever, right? I don't think I can deal with that.
Don't think about that.
I don't think of anything but.
Well, if I screw it up, I just get infinite more chances to fix it, right?
Hey, afterwards, when all this is done, look me up. This thing, I can probably help you deal with it.
What?
I don't know. It's almost like I'm not even in the same world anymore. Everything's just weird now.
Yeah, I know. A lot of that'll pass with time. But being touched by the darkness, it's rough on you. It's a lot to process. And I just don't want you to get completely screwed up by this.
Might be a little late for that, to be honest.
Honestly.
Yeah, well, there's degrees. At least you're not at a point where you go around picking fights with people over not changing their light bulbs often enough.
Hey, don't take
What?
Cynthia out.
Never mind. All I'm saying is, you're not alone with this. And anyway, you're friends with Alice, so, you know, any friend of hers.
Thank you.
Don't dish on Cynthia like that, Alan. She saved your dumbass and the entire town of Bright Falls, and everybody dished on her because they said she was batshit and she was the only one who was right. She saved your clicker and everything, sir.
Hello, folks, and welcome to the third part of our pre-recorded interview with Serena Valdivia and renowned
They made sure
photographer
to say
Alice
pre-recorded
Wake.
this
So,
time.
tell me about the
Because
film.
she's standing there.
Sunrise. And it really wasn't something I ever thought of as an actual film. It was just footage, things I saw and happened to shoot. It's not a medium I'm very much at home with. You shouldn't put yourself down. You've got a great eye.
She's a
Maybe.
photographer.
But experience is another thing.
Because you're primarily a still photographer.
Yes, exactly. So I'm really used to thinking of the world in terms of snapshots. I frame something and try to pick the right moment, and then reveal that moment to people. Moving images are a different story. I'm still learning a lot about it, to be honest.
So, this is a new thing for you?
Or maybe I'm just a slow learner. But showing it like this is definitely a new step for me. It's a little weird taking something this intimate and showing it to everybody. Not that the material itself is somehow shocking, it's just that those were private moments.
But that's why it works, because it feels genuine. It's not so much a story as it is a sort of an echo, showing us how you saw your husband at the time. It's not really about the sunrise itself or Alan watching it. It's about you two together.
I suppose. It's funny, looking at it now, especially now that it's been edited like that. It takes on a life of its own, almost. It's a kind of a fantasy.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, you're right. I'm glad you talked me into it.
It's kind of funny that the way she says that is like, well, the sunrise and the intimate moment was a good memory, but it didn't really hold meaning until I edited it together to seem all cutesy. That's not what she's like implying, but the way that she like said it kind of feels like she said it that way. It's just kind of funny, especially because like for me as an editor, like you can manipulate moments like that to have more or less emotion to make it feel like a moment, you know. But it is very interesting that she feels so out of her element, because I would argue that photography and film, at least in actions, especially with like film photography and moving film, are similar in how you execute them, but it is a different mindset because photography is about capturing one thing at one time and hopefully trying to get the right shot and lining it up just perfect. Especially with film, actual film, not digital. It's even harder to do because you don't want to waste that. It's literal money that you print and shoot every time you take a picture. And with film, video film, is the same.
Again, the champion of light enters the final trap. The new reality is almost here. All he needs to do is change the details of the scene, push it past the breaking point, and the rest will snap into place.
Yeah, baby, we're here. Late at night, summer was over, the film noir, spotlight, and then Alice's film. Also, as a side, the way that they describe Alice's film, the sunrise, and it's Alan and her watching the sunrise together, it kind of feels like the plastic bag in the wind. It's very funny. It holds a lot more meaning, and I'm poking a little bit of fun, but it's just kind of funny. But that's the beauty of film and art and interpretation, right? That like there are things that, you know, maybe to you don't hold meaning, but in making squeak, thank you, but in crafting it in such a way to show other people, you can present that meaning to someone else and they can share in that moment with you. Okay, so we gotta find her manuscript, or her film rather. Ooh. Also, editing and filming on film is such a craft. It's very fun. I trained on film first, and then moved to digital stuff, and it is such a different style of filmmaking, and you have to be so much more careful because you can't just rewind and redo it or delete it and redo it because it's physical film. Very cool. All right, where do we put it in? The projector? Where is it? Oh, shut up and get to it. Where's the big boy? This one? Here we go. Alright, Mr. Scratch, get fucked. Ooh, we're fading to black.
Oh, come on, buddy. Why don't you... What? What is this? No! No! You can't do this! All I did was take the things you've always wanted and never had the balls to go for. It's my turn now. It's my life. It's my life!
So we actually destroy him? And we're in the suit.
Alan? Is it really you?
It's really me.
How? I love you.
I love you.
A woman, a man, two lovers, held apart for far too long, enveloped in the light of a glorious dawn. They both feel it. He's home at last. Are these actual events, or merely a dream? A memory, or a glimpse of what is to come? One thing is certain. This scene takes place in another time and another place, far, far away from Night Springs.
Ooh, I love that ending. Far away from Night Springs. So we did it. we're out. That's what that means, right? He's out of the dark place, and he actually got out of the purgatory dark place. And we destroyed Mr. Scratch. So I wonder who the antagonist... Oh god, we definitely can't play this song. So we... Wow. Okay. Wow, okay. I'm just like digesting. I'm also turning down the music because it's so loud. Okay. So who's the antagonist of Alan Wake 2, I wonder? It's gotta be the Dark Presence, because it was like kind of not just, I mean, it was destroyed, and I know I said it was destroyed, but that Dark Presence kind of went into making what was Mr. Scratch, because Cauldron Lake resurrected all the bad things, and that art became what was Mr. Scratch. So I wonder if in destroying him, that energy, that dark energy, is dissipated again. And because it's dissipated again, it goes into something else. So that's really interesting. The other thing is Alan is out. So we switch places, because you see on the film, it's Alan in the suit, captured a while ago. And then, obviously, Alan, that we know, in his 90s grunge outfit, disappears into the film, and then Alice is like, oh my god, is it you? And my thought was like, okay, he put himself into the film becomes life, because that's what Cauldron Lake does, right? It takes art and makes it real. And so I think that's for certain. Now the question is, like, do the events that have already happened, like with Barry signing and everything, is all of that the same, or do things kind of reset? I don't think so, because we tend to just rewrite reality being the new reality, continuing from what it was before, and not necessarily erasing everything to go back to like before we ever came to Bright Falls. So I don't think that is the case. I think we're gonna move forward with Alice has the film out. She's a successful woman in her own right. She already was, but with the film and stuff now, taking care of Alan's estate as well, but he's back, so he can do that now. Barry is managing the old gods and doing music, but obviously still remains the literary agent with Alan. Hopefully we get reunited with everybody. They did mention Sarah Breaker and that she's still around and still keeps in contact with Barry, so I do hope that that's the case. Oh, Balance Slays the Dragon. I think that's one of the songs that the big guys with the guitar and everything, I think it was that guy, but it's fine. Anyways, that was really cool. I like the ending of that. The cheesy kind of we'll be together in the sunset is like, eh. But I like the idea that we swapped places and that the new art that Alice created is what's brought to life, so that Alan not only used the trap of Mr. Scratch taking himself out, but he also bolstered himself with his memory in the clothes and Alice's actual art to smash himself into the new reality. You guys, the voice acting, amazing. Really, really cool. I think it's really interesting. Really, really interesting. I'm just sort of like digesting it as I go. I was kind of giggling a little bit when at the end they're like in sunlight and they're like holding each other. Their kiss was kind of funny, but also the music that was happening, I was like, I couldn't help it because like I'm an editor. And like one of the things I do, especially for like quick editing things, like editors, you're not really supposed to touch anything else. You're supposed to edit footage and cut things, and that's kind of the union approach, is like you do your job and then other people come in, do sound design and music and stuff. But on quick things, sizzle reels and stuff like that, I end up playing with music quite a lot, so I cut footage and then I put in music and sound design and things like that. I do a lot of those things myself. And I kept wondering if that music was part of like the game and just being like, this is a happy moment, or if like that was in the film and she edited the happy music and like they're kissing and then you hear the music and they're just like, where is this orchestra coming from? Also real quick, you saw that moment, it said Alan's journey will continue. The episode ended!
No.
It's off the bed, bro.
Ow?
Ow? I love that. That's kind of a cool start because that's how we got into it, right? Barry's asleep. We see his old god's press badge or manager badge, and then we like go into the Night Springs thing. I love how it was like an episode of Night Springs too, and how at the very end he's like, this was happening. Is it real? Is it not? Even no matter what it is, it was happening far away from here. No, don't do this thing. So that's really cool. The fact that they like wrote it into the episode and then made the episode end, and then we also pull out. That's cool from the TV, you know, and everything. That's very cinematic. I expect nothing less from a game like Alan Wake. Again, the story always so well written and complex, and the game within a movie, within art, within stories and stories and stories. It's just very clever, and the motifs are very clever. And they're very consistent throughout the whole thing, and that consistency is what makes Alan Wake so strong. They stick to their references, they stick to their genre, and they stick to the same tropes. So the light and dark, and you know, the different types of light, you know, literally and figuratively. So you have actual light that is bright, physical light that is, you know, illuminating things, and then you also have light as in goodness, right? The figurative type of light, where good memories, like his clothes, the film that commemorates that, you know, moment that they have together that's captured forever, brought to life, brought to light, right? To hide an intimate moment, right? She said, I made it public, bringing it to light. So like the motifs and the metaphors, it's all very consistent, and that's something that makes Alan Wake so strong, because not only is it compounding on all of the literature and all of the stories that it pulls from that exist before it, but it makes its own tale, and it solidifies that tale over and over and over again in different ways, and that myriad of ways makes it just so well put together. Alan Wake does a good job of staying consistent and always raising the bar, but being consistent. Before we sign off, let's check our little collectibles. So we got weapons. I think we managed to find everything. Well, we actually managed to unlock everything too. I'm very surprised. We got over 40 at least, but I think we got over 40 by the end there pages. So we were able to actually get the big shotgun. I don't actually see it here. The war machine gun, something like shotgun, something. And then manuscript pages. So we found 17. You guys can't see it because I'm blocking it, but it says 17 of 21 pages. So these couple of pages we definitely missed at the beginning, like I mentioned, when I didn't explore. But ooh, observatory, we got everything. So that's nice. 16 and 16. That's cool. And in the drive-in theater, we were missing 3. So I bet the 3 we missed were at the very beginning, which makes sense because I didn't know to go explore. Or rather, I explored and found the exit. And I was like, whoop, go right on. It's still funny to me because I usually end up wandering into the entirely wrong directions or the entirely right directions. And it's usually when I don't want to do either. Like some games, I'm like kind of in a hurry for time and I'm like, I just need to go, and I end up exploring a whole thing. And then other games, I'm like, I would love to explore, let's save the thing that we need to do, and I find right into it. I don't know why it's like mixed for me, but it's hilarious. So videos, did we find them all? It looks like it. There's no other ones, so that's cool. So it looks like we watched all the and heard all the radio shows. Yay! I tried. I was like, you know, there's things. This one was funny. You suck, Eddie. I love that they also got everybody back for this in a way. I'm sure Sarah Breaker's voice actor was in there somewhere. I don't know off the top of my head which role she played, but it's really cool that they got like Barry's voice actor. We got to hear Alice's, of course, but Pat got to reprise his role as Eddie. Stuff like that is really cool. It kind of makes the team like that much closer and stronger, and it gives us like a little inside because it's like not Pat, but it's kind of Pat, and things are like kind of different but the same. And I love that about this game. It's like different but the same. And I loved, surprisingly, I was thinking that the repetition of the 3 levels and the kind of Groundhog Day effect, the looping effect, would get old, but it actually didn't for me. I actually quite enjoyed it a lot, and it kind of gave me that New Game Plus feel without having to actually do New Game Plus, which is kind of a bonus because we were already powerful, I would say. Then we just got better because we knew the environment, knew where to go, and things were actually progressing in a faster way, which is usually what happens with New Game Plus. But the game was literally cutting corners for you because Emma was like, I found some of the things, but not one thing. And the last one, she's like, I found all of them, just do the fucking thing. And then same thing with the scientist. She's like, I did the thing, go do the coolant. And each one is like the same but different. And that kind of motif in this game was really effective for the time loop because it's the same but different, and that time paradox because it's a loop but it's not the same loop is really like powerful, but it also made it fun from a gameplay standpoint, so there's that as well. Anyways, I think we have found all the things that we needed to find. I'll be excited to find out more about Alan Wake 2 as we come along here. It comes out this Tuesday, so couple days from now, so I'm very excited to revisit Alan Wake there. I'm excited to see what more they've improved with the game because this the original game was 2010. The DLCs came out somewhere in 2010, maybe early 2011, but I'm pretty sure they were really close to the main game. And then American Nightmare came out maybe 2 years after, and now it's like a jump. They did Control and a couple of other games. I'm very excited to see what they added because they added the mini-map here, they added new weapons, new enemy types. I know we get a new character to play in Alan Wake. We play as the FBI agent, one of them. And as well as Alan, I believe. There's still mechanic with the flashlight and the gun and stuff. I wonder if we'll get like an all-powerful weapon at some point, but I'll be excited to see what more they add. Like maybe there's a bigger map system. I don't know, I'm just speculating because I'm excited. But we will play it, of course, when it comes out, so I'm very excited for that. Stay tuned. Please give this channel a like and subscribe, and stay tuned for Alan Wake 2. Maybe we'll do the arcade action. I don't know what that would be, but you guys were saying it was fun in the comments, so maybe we'll give that a try, and then obviously we'll get some more spooky games in there. Anyways, I will stop rambling because I know it's kind of a bit, and thank you guys again so much for watching and powering through the rest of these Alan Wake games with me in anticipation for the second one. It's gonna be awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next games that we play. So stay spooky, far away from Night Springs, you guys. Goodbye!